welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing our March wrap up. March was an okay month. I will say I'm pretty proud of myself because I was traveling a good chunk of this month. I was actually out of town for basically each weekend except this last weekend. So I got a good chunk of reading done given that I was basically gone most of the month, it felt like, aside from working. I read 8 books in total in March, so I'm okay with that. Could have done better, could have done worse. I'll take it. We had a good time. That's what matters. We are going to start off on the not so great one, and then we'll move on to the better stuff. I did Soft DNF, Heat of the Everflame by Pencil. This is the 3rd book in the Spark of the Everflame series. It was in my reading vlog where I had a DNF and a 5-star. This was my DNF, unfortunately. I was super excited for this release. I gave both Spark of the Everflame and Glow of the Everflame 4 stars, but I found myself constantly thinking about this series, so I wasn't gonna go back and up it to a 5 stars, but like, I was getting that it could possibly be a 5-star series for me. So I was so excited, especially I found this a week before it released in a Barnes & Noble's in Charleston, South Carolina. So I was stoked, started it right away, and it just, if you've read the first 2 books, I personally feel like DM went back and forth a lot regarding her feelings and how she wanted to handle certain situations. I thought we finally got a resolution on that in the last book. She cares about people, but I don't know if she cares too much. I don't know. I think I was looking for a little bit more of a badass female character, and although she has the powers for it, she doesn't do it. So this was a little bit of a letdown. Like I said, I soft DNF'd it. I may come back to it at some point, but as of now, I did put this one down. I was almost 200 pages in, so out of an 800 page book, so it's gonna take a lot. Someone please tell me if it gets better, because this was a really sad one for me. And I will also go ahead and get out of the way, I do have the first book in the Zodiac Academy series, The Awakening by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. I have not finished this yet, so this is not counted in my read books, but I am 189 pages in. I'm hoping I can finish this tonight before I fall asleep, because it reads a lot quicker than I expected it to, but I'm having a really good time with it so far. I really like the main characters. I was so worried that I would not like the bully aspect of it, and I actually do. I'm intrigued. Now on to the books that I did complete, that I have ratings for. Or honestly, we're gonna work our way from the bottom to the top. So the books that I gave a lower rating to the ones that I give a higher rating. Here we have The Hurricane Wars by Thea Guazan. I'm so sorry if I said that incorrectly, but this book I gave a 3 stars. First of all, it took a while to get into the story. And I just didn't really, the only person that I really felt anything for was the main character's best friend at the beginning of the book. And she's not pertinent to the rest of the story. It just kind of fell flat for me. And on top of that, I did not vibe with the romance. I didn't feel the chemistry, and it was just kind of like, ew. Every time something happened between them, I wrote a little post-it here. It says, "You are a beautiful little idiot." And I put, ew, because why? Why would you say? Like, I get certain things, but that was just a little weird to me. So I am very sad because I thought I was going to enjoy this one a lot more. This is the beautiful Fairy Loot edition. So I am going to be keeping it. I'm probably not going to read the 2nd book, but I cannot part with this edition because it's so beautiful. Next book that I also gave 3 stars to is Kingdom of the Feared. This is the 3rd book in the Kingdom of the Wicked series. I was so pumped for this book. I flew through the 2nd book. This was like, I thought this was gonna be a banger, and it just kind of slowed down for me. I would say about the first half of the book was pretty fast paced, and then the rest was just kind of slow. I don't know, it felt like it lost momentum. So for me, it didn't hit the spot that I thought it was gonna hit. But it was still a really good conclusion to the trilogy. I would recommend it. It's fantasy, kind of romantic-y, young adult, kind of new adult. There were some spicy elements once you got into the second book, and yeah, overall it was a good series. I would say it's a 4-star series for me, but check it out if you like romantasy, because I feel like that's exactly the vibe that it gives. And I love the whole Princess of Hell idea. So yeah, it was a fun time. I probably won't be rereading it again, but I did really love our main characters that we had. Amelia and Wrath were just, oh, they were so good. And I'm gonna pop a picture on the screen somewhere here because I listened to it on Hoopla. I listened to the audiobook. It was Notes on an Execution. I probably should have grabbed the author's name. The author's name's gonna be somewhere here, but I listened to that on a road trip and I really enjoyed it. I think the story was really powerful and it's just something that you need to listen to. I wouldn't go in with any context and it felt like a really meaningful story. That one I gave 4 stars. Another one that I listened to on audio was Out on a Limb by Hannah Boden Young, and I loved this book. I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. I did give it technically a 4.5 for my rating system. It was so, so good. I fell in love with Winnie. I fell in love with Bo. They were just, oh, they were so cute. And their relationships, their friendships, it was an adorable story. And I really was scared that I wasn't gonna like the pregnancy trope, but I'm definitely going to be reading more from Hannah. I know her recent release, I believe it's Out of the Woods, which is the side characters from Out on a Limb. It's their story and they're already married, so I'm super excited to see a book where the main couple's been together for a bit, and just, it was so quick paced too, and their relationship was just beautiful. So I highly, highly recommend that one if you have not read it yet. Okay, and my next 4.5 star goes to The Honey Witch by Sydney Shields. And I loved this book. It did take me a bit to get through, and that is of no fault of the book. This story centers on grief, and I recently had a very close loved one pass away. So literally I would pick it up and I would start crying and I would have to put it back down, and it was hard because I think I got to the halfway point and I just did not want to pick it up because I knew it was going to make me feel things that I did not want to feel. But eventually I listened to the audiobook version and that helped me get through the rest of the book. And long story short, I was literally getting on a plane, listening to the last of this book, sobbing. But it was such a beautiful story. Like I said, it primarily focuses on the main character and her journey through her grief, but it also has a little romance. It's sapphic. It has really great friendships displayed throughout the story. Such a good book, especially if you're looking for a sapphic romance. This was so, so cute. And another beautiful Fairy Loot edition. It's stunning. And next we have Powerless by the Elsie Silver. I had been putting this one off just because I loved the first 2 books in the Chestnut Spring series and I've been savoring the rest of it. So I finally picked this one up because Heated the Everflame was putting me in a bit of a reading slump, and I powered through this. This was such a quick read. I love seeing Jasper and Sloane get together. I think it was one of my first also that they had been friends for so long, like family friends for 18 years, and seeing their friendship throughout their romantic relationship was so cute, and I absolutely adored this story. And I love a good cowboy romance, so this was such a good time, and I gave this one 5 stars. Lastly, we have my top 2 books that I read in the month of March. We have Beartown by Frederick Bachman. This was such a good book. I don't even know what I expected going into it. All I knew was it was this town that their center, the core of their being is ice hockey. And this was so good. This also had me crying and I tabbed the crap out of it, but it was so good. And the writing, I don't think I've ever read writing like this. It was so well done. You feel for the characters. I will say check your trigger warnings because he touches on very heavy topics. It was definitely something that I think everybody needs to read. And like I said, it's so quotable and so relatable. I love this quote. This one's at the beginning of the book. If you are honest, people may deceive you. Be honest anyways. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfishness. Be kind anyway. All the good you do today will be forgotten by others tomorrow. Do good anyways. He just, oh, he has such good quotes in here. A new season will come, followed by a new year. Life will go on and people will forget. Sometimes because they can't remember and sometimes because they don't want to. Anyways, please go read this book. I have heard a few people talking about it, but not enough. And this needs to be talked about more because the way he wrote this story was just so phenomenal. I'm gonna shut up now. Lastly, this was one from my 24-hour reading challenge that I did. I read Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. This was so good. This is, hear me out, 5 stars on Goodreads. This was a 6-star book for me. This was my top read of the month. I literally went to Barnes & Noble's yesterday and I got the second book because it was that good. All the tabs. This was also another one where she was just so quotable and the main character is so relatable and tough. I think I said that in my reading vlog. She's such a strong character. If you guys don't know what this one's about, this one is about Magnolia and BJ. And long story short, picture Blair and Chuck from Gossip Girl, toxic love. They were together for a very long time. They've been friends since they were kids, and he cheated on her. And basically everything fell apart after that, but the story is them going through the motions of, do we get back together? Do we not? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? They kind of keep both hurting each other and it's really sad and some of it's really hard to read. It's like part of me wanted to be so mad at BJ, but also he doesn't even know what he's doing, so it's hard because you feel for both characters, but the characters are so interesting and complex. They feel so real. This one is one that will definitely keep you on your toes and keep you wanting to get to the end to find out what's gonna happen. I am so excited to read the rest of the series. I have a feeling this might be probably my first ever like god tier contemporary romance series. Maybe. Oh. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you today. That is all the books that I read in March. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys read. What were your favorite reads of March? What you're planning to read in April. I am so excited for the books that I'm planning on reading in April. So I will see you guys in another video. Bye!